Okay guys, now that we got a few miles on our bodies, we're over 40 and some of you got some really hard miles on your body. Let me share with you some of my top tips for bench pressing now that we got a few miles on. Now know this, should you be bench pressing? My first tip is yes, you should be bench pressing. There's a reason why the strongest people in the world do this movement. It adds muscle to your body. And we are at war, over 40, we're at war with muscle loss, right? And if you lose muscle, you lose everything that accompanies that, right? Nervous system, hormones, all of it goes. So you should be bench pressing. That's tip number one. Tip number two, take a narrower grip. Remember the old days? They used to tell us go way out wide like this so that we could go down and get a little more stress on the pecs. Well, what they didn't tell you is that also causes a lot more stress on the shoulders. Yours and my shoulders, we might not be able to hold up to that kind of stuff anymore. So my suggestion is take a narrower grip and distribute some of that weight through the rest of the musculature of the upper body. Once you've taken your narrower grip, my next tip is to squeeze those shoulder blades together into the bench. Really get them together back there and hold them together throughout. From there, my next tip is lift up the bar and hold it there for a minute. Just load the joint, load the nervous system, load the muscles, and let them feel that. Once they feel a little warmed up, my next tip is to take a nice groover rep. It's a slow rep. After you've taken your groover rep, my next tip is speed. You want the fastest reps you can do without slop. They'll look something like this. Now, my last tip. Some of us don't have the range of motion that we used to have. So if all you can do is come down here until you feel a pinch, press out of it until you get right there and start feeling a pinch, man, I'll take it for now. And maybe with more and more bench pressing, your range of motion will improve. But here's what we don't do. We don't care about the dogma of fitness that says, I have to do only these reps because only these reps will serve me. Well, that's serving your fitness, and we don't serve our fitness. Our fitness serves us. Those are my best tips for bench pressing over 40. Leave me comments below if you've got any good tips for us.